Welcome one, welcome all. Uh, just pretty much got done doing my next employee evaluation, and I was hoping it was like a one-off situation because it was disturbing material. It was looking at a lot, some of the stuff that's allowed to go viral on social media websites like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Um, well, I was looking at someone who was pepper spraying a Tinder date, and I thought it was just like, yeah, this can't be like a normal thing. Then I realized this shit is kind of trending. It's kind of a big thing for people to film themselves harassing women. And well, just let me just say, people, you shouldn't harass anybody. I'm not one. I believe in equal rights. That means if a woman attacks you, she should get equal lefts. But like you shouldn't provoke anybody to come out of character like that. But I came across this video of a full blown psychopath. Uh, Guaranteed he has not had his channel shut down. I mean, I wish it was the case. I wish he was arrested. Uh, Even if he was affected by social media, I guarantee he has not lost as many channels as me. So let's just look at the stuff that's just kind of trending, just get a feel for what's popular, so we can get a sense of the culture that YouTube, Instagram, let me fix this, and TikTok are creating. The upcoming generation.
Can I hang out with you? Hmm. Where'd he go?
So someone stole her car, and when he asked, "Can I hang out with you?" she was clearly disturbed, perturbed even. Um, like she just did not want to be dealing with his shenanigans. But he continues. He's like, "Where'd he go? Like her car was stolen, motherfucker. Why are you asking where the thief went?" It's just like she needs a break right now, not more harassment. But he doesn't let up.
Newport Coast? Huh? Can I hook up with you?
And then he's asking to hook up with a woman who just had her car stolen. Clearly, like just leave her the fuck alone, you bitch made motherfucker. But it's hard for him to receive that because once again he's following the people who are platformed by disgusting websites like YouTube. Nothing against the viewers, but the people who run the algorithm are some of the sickest people in the world. But
what kind of vagina do you have? Is it an innie or an outie? Does it have beef curtains? I'm gonna call the cops if you don't. Yeah, fuck you.
Okay. It doesn't stop there, believe it or not. And it's just like she just had her car stolen. I'm pretty sure she had like a hundred extra pounds on her and some height. She'd be like leveling this dude. Um, but he's just like he's pushing the limit because he feels like he could dominate her physically.
You're annoying, dude.
Like a rapist.
Because I want to fuck. My fat ass cock is ready to get hard for you. Why would you call the cops on me, bro? I'm just speaking.
That doesn't matter.
Fuck you, you little bitch, you little boy. Oh, you little. Whoa, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong? You're like a full blown psychopath. You're all in their personal space talking about your cock. Obviously compensating. He's trying to figure out why he's not getting laid. He's like, maybe it's because I have a little dick. And it's just like, okay, I got a fat cock. Will that make you want to see it? And no, they're still not interested. There's no interest in seeing you naked because you're a loser.
Chill out, chill out, chill out. Hey, chill out. Chill out. Chill out. You just kicked me in the balls. You back up.
Well, that's probably because they didn't want you to procreate. You're a rapey little psycho, and you need to be stopped by any means necessary.
You back up. You back up. Throw that at me, you're gonna...
Then this motherfucker pepper sprays him. So it's just like, and I guarantee he still has his YouTube channel. YouTube still allows this. You just can't speak against Pfizer, Moderna, any of the major donors to their criminal cabal, even though we are the major donors. I mean, because they get billions of dollars in tax dollars, whether you want to pay them or not. They're going to take your money, and then they also have the ability to take away your free speech and say they're a private company. I just had like a conversation with my brother. He was like, if you had a website, would you let anybody just post whatever they want? I'm like, yeah, that's not the same thing. Because I don't take billions of dollars from taxpayers to say pick and choose who gets to say what. Like if I'm gonna take all that money, I should allow free speech. But um, yeah, they deplatform people who have a differing opinion, and everything I said ends up like being proven true over time. Uh, and their narrative is crumbling, right? Uh, but like if I were to just make videos sexually assaulting women, telling people, hey, you want a fat cock? Hey, you want me to pepper spray you? You just got your car stolen, bitch? Let me show you some dick. Can I fuck you? Can I make you feel extremely uncomfortable? Like that would be allowed. And this is and well, if you see the upcoming employee evaluation, he's not alone. This is like a trending thing where people are just filming themselves sexually assaulting women. Well, and I guess it kind of sticks to the script of YouTube's MO, because they had another dude. He was like filming himself. He was like, "Why can't I get laid?" Then he ended up going on a shooting spree, and he like was filming months worth of video of him like basically leading up to him being a shooter. And this is the same kind of mindset that he had. And yeah, YouTube allows this. And just like if you watched the previous live stream, I was talking about how it was another woman who was taking um, orphan children, and she was forcing them to work for her and beating them and starving them if they didn't comply. And yeah, YouTube gave them tens of millions of views, favorite them in the algorithm. These beaten, hungry orphans, but they deplatform people who go against their donors. So it's just a disturbing trend. What's trending? Me. Well, there you go. You definitely are trending by being the first person to comment on YouTube. Let's see. Hey, what did it do? It's good to see you, childhood friend, homeboy Marquise. Welcome. Nate, did you get a new car yet? I got a new car stolen. Well, I don't know if you're referencing that. Well, the stolen car was discovered, and right now it's in the process. It's in limbo because the insurance is gonna have to fix it and do all kinds of shit. But yeah, it's all is good. It might be totaled out because they still have to evaluate whether it's going to be more than the car is worth to repair it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I mean, yeah, I was looking into electric cars with my girl. We're doing all kinds of test drives, and that would be ideal. I'm trying to get off of the petrol. I've been trying to do that for a minute. But it does cost a good, pretty penny. But I mean, shit, even if I went the way of leasing one, the lease payments would be less than gas. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. Plus, I do a lot of camping. Summer's coming up, and they double as just outlets. So we can do our cooking while we're camping, and yeah. So it's just still doing the research for an EV. Hey, where can we see your old vids, old NatesVlog videos? Um, well, I still have a good amount of them on odyssey.com/@NatesVlogs. That has probably the largest back catalog. It had um, pretty much all of the public videos I had on NatesVlogs, and I didn't have all of my NatesVlogs videos on there. Um, but I had a good amount. Um, but yeah, YouTube is a piece of shit, and yeah, so they silence uh, anybody who goes against their shit, and I've been doing it for a minute, so I wasn't able to keep everything. I backed up a good amount of it, thanks to Odyssey.com. I have some on a hard drive, but what I have on a hard drive is already on Odyssey.com, so that's going to be transferred to Rumble.com. I don't know if there might be one or two videos that I didn't upload to YouTube yet, so it's not on Odyssey. Like of NatesVlogs videos. And I'm gonna go through it and see what I haven't uploaded yet. And I might upload a few more NatesVlogs videos. 'Cause I think I still got the rhubarb video where the lady was still in rhubarb. I don't think I uploaded that to NatesVlogs or NatesVlogs. I'm gonna have to evaluate all that stuff. Thanks so much. Your videos mean so much to me. Been watching you since I was a teen. Well, I appreciate that, even though I don't know how old you are. You got a link? Let's see. How do I add a link? You know what? I can't. I just see when I click the little it looks like a chat button. It just gives me options to silence you. I don't know how to add a link, but it's odyssee.com / like the at symbol NatesVlogs. Yeah. Take me to fancy restaurant. Typical. Yes, will do. You got it. As soon as I get that paycheck. Do you have the video of you playing Super Smash Bros. 64? Oh man, that went down with NatesVlogs. I wasn't able to keep any of my challenge videos. Sorry about that. I mean, shit. I think I still have some gaming videos on my my other Odyssey, odyssey.com / but they weren't challenge videos. I'm gonna have to consolidate all of this. I know it's like a lot. And I got like a payment coming that I was gonna hire someone to help me with my website so I could like just streamline all of this. So it's just like you can go to one place, get it all. But right now it's I'm just trickling it in. I'm trying to create the new content. Just got the new employee evaluation edited, and then I took a break, and then I discovered this shit, and I'm just like learning the stuff that's just going wild on YouTube, on just really all social media websites. YouTube isn't alone, because I was looking at my TikTok. I started a new one. It's a one that no one's gonna know it's me because it's gonna be all puppets. But I ended up looking at my other one because I got rid of the app on on my phone. I have like a burner phone that I'm like streaming my Instagram on, and that's the one I add the apps on because I don't want to be tracked. And I was looking at the TikToks, and then I had like just a preview, a snippet of my most recent rewind on there, and that shit got taken down. So it's just like I'm being censored on all social media. So it's hard for me to build the enthusiasm to really invest a fuckload of time in creating something that's just going to be taken down. But yeah, my son is a gamer pro. Congrats. Even though Even though he was a child on the way, he still has the time to kick ass. Well, yeah, I was. It was an article where the people who are in charge of military recruitment were calling the upcoming generation the Nintendo generation, and it wasn't like a compliment. It was saying that the modern day kids are so softened by um, lethargic lifestyles of just staying indoors and playing video games. That when they were doing basic training, they were like breaking legs, and they didn't have um, the fortitude to make it like basic runs, like just a mile run, and they're getting all kinds of just injuries that previous generations never really experienced. So um, make sure your kid gets some daylight. Games are cool. I play games. I think we all do. But just get outside too. You have the site link on your Insta, right? I have the website link on my Insta, NatesVlogs.net. And then if you go there and watch any videos, I upload them through Rumble.com. But my Odyssey.com is a different website. It's its own beast. I know it's a lot to keep up with. But one thing I learned, you got to diversify. I don't want to have everything on one particular website. Right now, Odyssey and Rumble.com are guaranteeing free speech. Like I haven't had anything taken down. So I'm investing, but then I'm also seeing bigger investments coming out, like especially Rumble.com. And it could be good. It's like a lot of bigger names going there, but I'm weary. I'm like, because as soon as I feel as soon as I get like a email saying like a change of terms of service or anything like that, I'm scared because YouTube used to be dope. YouTube used to be the place where I can go and post whatever. Then all of a sudden they had a few change of the terms of service, and then they only allowed sexual assaulters and people who starve orphans on their website. Those are the people who they favored, and then they started silencing me because I don't do that. Maybe you guys are saying, Nate, you need to starve more orphans or sexually assault more unassuming victims like this guy or the woman I was talking about in the previous live show. And I understand, times are changing. But just as a tenet of who I am, it's just principally, I can't do that. It's not something that I want to be known for. Even though YouTube, like they would favor me in their algorithm if I were to do that, and they would, avoid shutting me down. But I'm one of those people. It's just like I don't want to be broken by the system. I don't want to be just like another cog in the machine. I would actually prefer to break the whole shit and start from the beginning if that's those are my options. Never mind, found it. Thanks. I'll support you on there. Well, I appreciate that, and thank you for your support. I'm a 1982 baby. I got a G. The way they weigh different. Well, yeah. I think it's just certain people can view this whole shit differently. Cause I come from the generation where we got to watch this shit all develop. When I was a kid, your music player, your phone, your calculator, your gaming system, they were all different devices. Now everything is all in one. And like different priorities. When I was I didn't know YouTube or anything on the internet was a possible job when I was a kid because it was, it was just so out of my scope of reality. And then I ended up being one of the first YouTubers to be paid, but I only got on YouTube. I mean, really, my first YouTube video was something I was posting on my MySpace, and I just wanted to set the vibe for MySpace. And that being said, let me just side note: MySpace way better than Facebook if you weren't around for that era. But yeah, so it's just like I ended up being one of the pioneers in the whole shit. And now it's just like and when I was in entertainment, in stand up, there was a lot of people whose whole goal was to be rich and doing stand up, and back then it was like they used to have like NBC, like people who did casting for NBC shows coming into the stand up comedy place I was first performing, and they would kiss those people's ass. Then they saw success on the online. Then that's all they want to do. They would change everything about themselves to uh, accommodate their stardom. And me, I just ended up lucking up on the YouTube, just being myself. Um, and then now it's just like you got a bunch of kids coming up, and that's all they want to do. They'll do anything to to reach a level of stardom, and it's just like they don't really know who they are. And then lo and behold, you got some woman adopting them and abusing them and starving them to get them to become YouTube stars, like the previous uh, um, woman I spoke about in my live show. She's in the upcoming employee evaluation as well. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's definitely got a stranglehold on culture. Um, but yeah, I think we definitely need to break free from it. That's why it's just, I would like to have a more organic um, way of communicating. It's not corporately controlled. Can't where people can't be silenced. Where this kind of shit is not, it's not really allowed. I'm not for censoring anybody. So I mean, even if we do come up with another platform, like Rumble, Odyssey.com, um, I would never allow anybody to censor anything. But this kind of shit, it would get no tread because there will be other options that are not rapey psychopaths or abusive women, women who abuse orphans, or anybody who abuses orphans. Your channel was full of laughter and truth at the same damn time, 100%. And there are copycats like we don't know NatesVlogs. Well, yeah. I saw a few of the copycats. Matter of fact, I got to work with some of the copycats. It was, I'm not even going to get into that. But, yeah, it's just a lot of people just try to copy the formula. And, yeah, like people that just try to get a sample what they think is my essence, but then like they never really have the soul of it because it's not like they really ever believed in anything or knew who they were. And I'm blessed to have lived a life before YouTube, which allowed me to provided me perspective and values, and I also had systems, important people who showed me the ropes and just how to be a person, um, or what to strive for, as in I may not be the person I want to be, but I'm a much greater person than I was at one point because of me having great influences in my life, and well, and that allowed me to not go too far astray when the money and power that was offered at YouTube was introduced to me. I'm 39, my son is 21. You have so many people that love you. You never swayed. Well, I appreciate that. I'm 27, been watching since 19. Booyaka shot. That's like important years of development and whatnot. Hi, friend. What are you talking about now? We could use laughter nowadays. Well, I don't know if this is exactly funny, but we were looking at the video of a dude going around sexually assaulting multiple women. He started off with a woman who had her car stolen, um, and it's just kind of a trending thing because it's upcoming employee evaluation. Whereas another dude who was who pepper sprayed one of his Tinder dates, and this dude goes on to pepper spray strangers after threatening to insert his cock in them. His words, not mine. And yeah, it's it's disturbing, but it's allowed on social media websites. And me making videos, never sexually assaulting anyone, was taken down. So it's just like we're just trying to figure out the double standards. Okay, you just told me what this video is about. Not really funny. Yes, like I said, it's not the sexual assault shouldn't be a funny topic. You should not laugh at someone being sexually assaulted. Um, it's just tragic. And the fact that it's allowed to become mainstream, it's kind of sad. So, but it's more like a don't be this person, even though YouTube will encourage you to be that person with their algorithm favoring this kind of content. So it's a warning more so. So don't do that. Don't go up to people who just had their car stolen and offer them some dick. Um, Me personally, I had my car stolen this month, and if someone just came up and offered me some dick, I probably just flash on them and beat their ass. That's just who I am, you know. And I'm getting some brass knuckles. I gotta promote, and don't catch me when I got the brass knuckles on me, cause you're just gonna catch them. Just bop bop bop. That's just who I am. And this woman, I feel like she had the same energy. She just didn't have the physical stature to unleash the beast, as it were, even though he was prepared to unleash the beast on her. And when I say beast, of course, I mean his probable micro penis. Hey, how goes it, Nochi? Before Vine, there was, and still even more, or even though you're serious, but you always been caught before Key and Pill formula. Before Vine. Well, yeah, you know, it's just, I was gonna say, you know, the history books will record my feats, but then, I mean, most of the sites where I had like some of my earlier content were taken down. So my first channel that was taken down last month. That's like a good amount of the stuff I posted that was ripped off. Like it was one particular person. I saw him at this thing called YouTube Live. He saw me doing like these wacky interviews. And then lo and behold, like a few months later, he just pretty much just stole the whole idea because I was like interviewing his friends and shit. And then he just stole my whole idea. And yeah, I was like, just if I ever ran into him again or anyone ever just said, hey, it seems like you took this dude's thing. I'm not even gonna mention his name, even though it just came to me. But I could always just go back to that, but now it's just like I don't have the timestamp on when that shit was posted. Uh, so it's a little more difficult. That's why I'm just like, yeah, I would encourage anybody on sites like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of those sites. Just delete the app, delete your account. Follow me on rumble.com/Nateflix, odyssey.com/@simplenateflix. I'm going to upload all the stuff I do have. It's not going to be necessarily uh, timestamp with exactly when I did it, because especially if it's a NatesVlogs video, I did it much earlier. But yeah, at the same time, they try to delete me. I would love to see you delete them. I would love to see us just turn all of these censoring websites into Friendster. Just go the way of the past. Be like when someone says like, "Hey, you ever go to YouTube?" You're like, "What? What's that? What's a YouTube? What is that? I don't know. I don't recollect what that was." And yeah, I mean it's like because before the government really got into picking winners and losers, uh, we used to have a higher turnaround rate for websites, because uh, you had some. Friendster was a predecessor to MySpace, and MySpace was the predecessor to Facebook. Facebook was created at a college at Harvard with a psychopath named Mark Zuckerberg, right? And it was funded by the government. Then you had all these government agencies continuing to fund it, and then corporations start throwing it in, and like anybody who's just putting in significant money can just say, cut this, get rid of that person, cut this account, whatever, right? And we shouldn't have it like that, right? Same with YouTube. YouTube started at Stanford under the guidance of Bill Gates, because it was at hit one of the Bill Gates Melinda Gates Foundation labs, and yeah, and then like the ones that are funded by the government, like old school websites, they will last for like a few months, a few years, like a year or two at most, right? Then you had like you should have known something was up when you had a superior website like MySpace overtaken by Facebook. Like, how did Facebook take out MySpace? MySpace was just a much better website. You can customize it to your liking. You had just a way better experience. You could add the songs you like. Like I said, my YouTube was started when I was looking for ways to add video to my MySpace. That's when I first started to learn to code HTML. Um, but yeah, YouTube was bought up by Google, and Google funded by the government. And then like Facebook started buying up all competitors. They bought up Instagram. And it was just like so they could have so much control where they could just silence anybody who they deemed with an unworthy opinion. And then they could say, "Oh, but we're a private company," even though they were definitely funded by your tax dollars. They were working in concert with the government to silence certain people, and they need to go. They need to realize that all the money they invest to silence people is just going to be a waste, because once we realize they're censoring people, we're just going to get the fuck off of the website. It's just not going to be a thing anymore. And if they just take all websites away, we just need to focus on in-person contact. That's why I'm getting back in the theater. But yeah, that needs to be the way we move. And you gotta stay diligent, stay vigilant, because yeah, they won't stop. It's like we're talking about billion-dollar industries built on controlling the way you view the world and the information you take in. You miss you miss your pops. Whatever happened to the panty salesman? Ha ha ha. I just talked to the panty salesman today. Miss my pops, obviously. Um, but yeah. Um, and just definitely motivated by my pops. He was, it's like I was just thinking about it today because the panty salesman, he was, he became a grandfather recently, and his his daughter ended up marrying a military man, and I didn't want to get into the drama or just the negative. Well, it's not really negative; it's really real. Um, um, Concern of anybody in military, because my dad worked at a military base, my mom worked at a military base, and both of them were being poisoned constantly, and the government knew about it. Um, they were working around all kinds of carcinogens, including toxic metals and shit. And but the panty salesman's son-in-law, you know, he has no choice but to, he just got back from Poland, and we were talking about, the events in Ukraine, which I can't go into too much detail because I'll be censored for my opinions on that. But yeah, it's just that's just kind of one of the reasons I'm really against war, because family is in the military, so I'm like one of the burden bearers of every war we go into. I had like a niece who was um, in Turkey when there was a coup, and she couldn't tell you why she was going to Turkey because it's like some geopolitical stress chess game that she's unprivy to. She's being lied to, and but I have my sister. She made her go in the Air Force because she was in the Air Force. And she was like, yeah, same story I heard. They were trying to get me to go into a branch of the military to pay for school. They were like, it's no war. You ain't got to worry about war. Then 9/11 happened my senior year. So, yeah, it's just one of those things I'm super sensitive to. But, yeah, uh, uh, I know I'm like going a lot of directions, but it's all kind of connected. Uh, Steak and shrimp. I just need my space right now. Right now. Yeah. Lobster and shrimp. You are the formula that's been stolen from. If nobody knows it, I do. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. Just uh, often duplicated or often replicated, never duplicated. Just complicated. Not chi. Always love your YouTube videos. You don't make them anymore. No, no. I had 4 YouTube channels go down. Right now I'm streaming on my tech channel, but yeah, my if you want to see, like employee evaluations, rewinds, that's gonna be on rumble.com/NatesVlogs, or I have a bigger back catalog on odyssey.com, ODYSEE, no Y, no second Y, .com/ @Nateflix. That's where you're gonna find like the edited content. I can't really do that on YouTube. YouTube is the Ministry of Truth. If you ever read 1984, where they get to choose who's telling the truth, and it's usually people who are proven to be lying just a few days later, but they never get taken down. That's why you got like their authoritative news sources are the same news companies that lied us into every war, um, and that's like how you know a website has been co-opted. As soon as you go to like Odyssey.com or Rumble.com, and you see CNN and MSNBC on the front page, that's how you know the CIA has stepped in, because nobody in their right mind would go to the internet to watch that shit that we went to the internet to get away from. And that's what happened to YouTube. That guy probably did have a micro. Yes, he certainly had a micro penis. You took the words out of my mouth, Nate. I'll take a lot more than that out of your mouth, boy. And by that, I mean I'll take your breath away if you give me the chance. Hey, how'd it do? You need to collab with an animator, real life. Well, man, I would love to. I'm also looking forward to getting access to my own animation tools. I was using an Adobe Animator program, but yeah, I mean, shit, I would love to do uh, some animation. I got some. It's not animation. I got like some um, puppetry. I got like a new puppet series. I'm just trying to get away from using my face. So maybe I'm like thinking maybe that's like affecting the algorithm. Maybe like all the major social media sites are looking out for me. But anyways, I definitely want to do something. Uh, well, I'm not gonna say kid friendly, cause I mean I guess kid friendly kind of, but more, but uh, yeah, just get away from uh, just showing my ugly mug all the time at least. Yes, you are an inspiration. Review on the facility or faculty. I'm assuming you meant to say was funny, and Jask Frost won. Jack Frost, I'm assuming. Well, I appreciate that, and you can find those on my odyssey.com/ @NatesFlix. They're still there. Yes. I draw, bro. Well, draw me a bath. It's about that time. No, not your face. Hey, I know. I know you don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see it, but you don't have to insult me that way. Stop it. Okay, I can't stop it right now. Just watch the puppets out. It won't be on there to begin with. Yes, LOL. See, I get it. Oh, and it's funny cause I got like someone who I did drama with in my Instagram, and well, yeah, and I just got back in the theater. Well, I took a 2 year hiatus. But I had like a 20-year hiatus up until 2020. The last time I did a play or acted in a play before 2020 was the high school play I did with the young lady in my Instagram comments. And it's funny that she showed up. This delay is killing me. Oh, survive. Don't let it get you down. All is good. Challenges make us stronger. LMAO, creepy AF, creepy American flag. I don't know why they keep taking you down. You never take anything from other creators. That's sad. Uh, well, I do. Yeah, it's just yeah, certain things can't be allowed to get out. So I take it as it's a badge of honor, really. You know, that's why I say if you're watching somebody on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, and they're not dealing with being censored, they're probably garbage. They're not saying anything of interest, or they're paid off. you know, they're like like really just not saying uh, anything that will warrant um, people to look at them. If the CIA and world governments aren't looking at you, then you're not that interesting. Ellen, oh yeah. I think you should give YouTube one more chance and don't sign them old groups. Gonna have you so much art in UG. This is me giving YouTube a chance, really, to the capacity I can give it a chance. I'm not going to put any original content on here. If I post any um, edited videos on here, it's really just going to be telling you guys to go to a different website. my goal is to delete YouTube. So it's just gonna be like, hey, here's a portion of a video. You want to see the whole video? Go follow me on these other websites. So I got my own website. I was um, I was getting ready for YouTube to pull this fuckery for a while. That's why I really hit the brakes on it because I saw the changes coming. They were like announcing how they're going to be propping up authoritative news sources, and they're going to be silencing other original content creators like independent. And then it just got worse. Like the network I had all kinds of beef with Fullscreen. They got bought up by AT&T. That's why I had all the beef with them. But then, like, I think it was last year, they ended up just cutting all independent creators from their network, and now they only work with like professional propagandists. So it's just like I saw the writing on the wall, and yeah, my purpose is not to be another cog in the machine. It's really to elevate the conversation. If I can't do that on here, then I'll find a new platform. And I would like to hope there's enough people who don't want to be lied to, don't want to be put into a docile state of just watching a bunch of bullshit videos, scrolling through a TikTok feed of nothing, half naked people selling their vaginas, which is allowed. But you can't speak against forced medical procedures. I like to hope that enough people see the writing on the wall and they want to get away from that. And I think people are waking up to it. But it is a process, and I'm in it for the long haul. So, shit. I mean, until it's the people are fully awake, I'm just gonna be getting into mediums that are harder to shut down. So I got back into theater, and I'm doing my first piece where I wrote it. So that's just like a milestone for me. It's like probably the more important than anything. I used to want to be an actor, and I realized that they're nothing but word models. So with YouTube, I was able to develop my writing, and now it's just like I'm writing for other people. Well, I guess I had the opportunity to write for other people in comedy, but it's just really I hate people fucking up the delivery of something I wrote, so I didn't really take that opportunity. But now it's like I mean the play I wrote is comedic, but it's not all comedic. It's like build up, so it's like seriously. It starts off serious, and then it has its comedic moments. That's what I like about that particular platform. I meant LMAO at your creepy response to a comment. Sounded like you like these pedos in my city, like Bill Gates. You in Seattle. uh, but Nate, you should really try your hand at photography. I believe you might have an eye or a future for it. That's interesting. Funny thing, shit. I really don't take photos of anything. I mean, sometimes when I'm out in nature or something, I get inspired. But like, I don't know. I'm not. I was looking at like some of my early Instagram shit, and it's just like I think I was just more excited with the app, and this is before got bought up by Facebook for all the censorship. I was just taking photos of like random shit, and yeah, it's usually when I get a new phone and I'm testing out the camera. That's when I start taking my most photos. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to find something photo worthy. I mean, I do get touched by like certain scenery, but I don't typically share it really. I really, really don't want to be upset with my MF named Andy. Well, I don't know. What did Andy do? I don't know. You seem the creative type. Do you, Nate? I'll support you either way. Also, make some merch. Oh, that's what I. What do you think this is? Well, oh, and then I also got the pins. You're fired. So you see the NatesVlogs, and all that. Yeah, I got the merch. Well, some of the stuff I still got to put on my website. But yeah, I got shirts. I got bracelets on there. Oh shit. And also got, see that? It's the NatesVlogs.net pouch. It's the fanny pack. You'll be good. I sent a few of the new pin designs with the last person who ordered a shirt from the website. Cause it was they ordered it during my birthday week, so I was kind of busy and it took a while. But yeah, just threw in some pins. But yeah, I'm gonna be selling those separately, and yeah, and it's gonna be more to come. Right now, it's just right now we're playing with different merch. So stay cool, baby. Stay cool. Oh my, I'm gonna need that fanny pack. Well, it's yours. Hey, hey, hey. I'm an actor jerk. Haha. Well, no, no jerkiness. I mean, I enjoy acting. I enjoy, like what we did. I mean, we did like a play, which was scripted, but a lot of the stuff we did in drama class was ad lib. Like and that feels more like writing because the words that you say are your words. But like I just like the last play I did, though I was excited to be back in theater, it just the script really didn't speak to me, and very few writers have scripts that speak to me. I'm not like there's some people who I would gladly take a script from. But like I had some just weak ass garbage scripts. I had like some racist scripts sent to me, and it's just one I was supposed to play a gangster named Chino, and it was just like some corny shit. Well, this was when I was in L.A. They wanted me to come to Chicago when I had like a busy workload in L.A. and shoot some of this just racist hogwash, and it was just kind of offensive. And it's just like, I mean, sure, I mean, opportunities, I wasn't like deprived of opportunities, but like, so, some people that's like, it's a great thing. Some people like they might eat that kind of shit up, but I'm more so thinking about legacy. I've already had, shit, I've been, in entertainment for over a decade at this point, going on 2 decades actually. Shit, I was first on TV in like 2008, but so it's not like a lot of prestigious things I could be offered that would just really entice me. So I just um, most of the time when someone is offering me another role that I didn't write, I'm just not excited to do it. So that's why if I'm not writing it, I'm not excited. Nate Fisher for president. Well, thank you. YouTube ain't doing well. Well, I hope they keep hemorrhaging. Respect for real. Proud of you, homie. Thank you. Check out my profile. All right. I've been doing theater. It's the bestest. Well, yeah, I wish I would have kept up with it. I ended up, by the time YouTube started like paying, I put everything else to the wayside. I got away from stand up. I got away from theater before I did stand up. But I wish I would have just maintained it, combined the two. There's one person I seen who melds the two well, Jimmy Dore. He uses his YouTube to prop up his stand up. Um, yeah, I just kind of, I got fucked in stand up. So when YouTube presented as an opportunity, I was just like, well, they haven't fucked me over yet, so I'm just gonna go full bore on this. And by the time I got fucked over, uh, my stand-up career was uh, 10 years um, out of commission, so I had to restart it, and I was restarting in a new city, and yeah, I should have stayed diligent on it. Shut up, ha ha ha. No, this delay is killing me. I feel you, boo. We gonna need to chat, lol. This live is hard to express, but that's dope. I'll TTYL XOX. Well, I appreciate that, and thanks for showing up. That was fun, but you called actors word models. We gonna fight. No offense, no offense. I still do it. I'm gonna be um, working on plays I didn't write, just acting in them. So it's just I just accept what it is. If I didn't write it, it's not my idea. I'm just trying to do my best to represent what the writer is trying to convey. That's what I was trying to get across. Nate, how's your health? Uh, doesn't burn when I pee. I don't think I'm morbidly obese. Uh, hit the gym. I'm just doing what I can. I got the lungs to run regularly, so I feel good. I'm feeling in a good area. Um, how's yours? To all beef patties on his head. That sounds painful. I see. Self-respect and self-preservation over attention. Well, yeah, and that just kind of gets back to this particular dirtbag who was, I guess he was trying to get attention, or maybe he was genuinely trying to fuck these women. But whatever, his deplorable behavior is allowed on these websites. So maybe it's time for me to hop off. And plus, I'm closing in on an hour, and I'm starting to feel the hunger and a little thirsty. That merch is refreshing. NatesVlogs.net. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate all the love and all the support. And be sure to follow me on odyssey.com/@NatesVlogs, rumble.com/NatesVlogs, and of course, NatesVlogs.net. I got a new employee evaluation coming up over there. I'm probably going to end up evaluating this clown over there, and I got other stuff coming up over there. So, ride the wave. I'll see you guys later, and don't forget to be good to each other. And also, just anything YouTube is forcing on you, do not watch it. It's garbage. It's gonna turn you into a creep like this, where you're just sexually assaulting unsuspecting victims, and that's no bueno. They silence the people who show you a better way of living your life. So delete the app, delete your account on there, and just follow me on the other websites, and we'll have a good time. All right, so be good to each other. Peace. Stop.